Let's have a look at you. Class of 2010. There they are, our Dancing on Ice contestants. Looking great. But how are you feeling?
You look terrified.
Yeah, let's see your hands out just a little bit. First of all, Hayley, it's interesting how you all, you decide you're going to do it, and we'll come to the sort of whys in a moment. Let me take you back. Maybe this could have been a couple of years, I reckon, to something that happened in this very studio. Here you go.
Go on.
Very much like to do Dancing on Ice. You said. Yeah?
I would love to do Dancing on Ice. Shall I sign it now?
Sign that form there now.
Okay.
Got a nice list now,
I'm gathering loads of people. Just got to get Alan Sugar and everything will be all right.
There you go, I've signed it.
That's lovely, thank you.
Very much.
Excellent. That's how it's done.
2 years later, I'm here.
And how do you feel now?
Nervous, excited, petrified,
Yeah.
the same as we're all feeling, I think, but I can't believe I'm here. It's brilliant. I've wanted to do this show for so long.
Oh,
it's great,
to have you on
really
board.
good.
Is anyone worried about any injuries, or has anyone sustained any injuries so far? Heather?
I think most of us have.
Yeah.
I've had snapped off my end of my 11th rib, fractured the left one, tore my rotator cuff, and shifted my pelvis.
Oh my
But I'm a sadomasochist, so that's why I'm still here.
Great boots. How are you coping then with this? Because we know that skating, and suddenly the one thing you'll all be thinking is edges, edges, edges. How do you feel the edge on
You
your
can't
leg?
feel the edge, you have to sort of guess it and try and feel it through the hip. So because you can either have your leg bent forward, so like this knee will bend, but that one won't, because if it bends, then the back of the foot comes up. So if you go forward, then you're just going to fall over.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of edge it like that. So when you're going over, you're like that. But the problem is, if I get it angled forward to get the perfect position over the knee, then when I do a crossover, my heel hits the ice.
Yeah.
And because there's so many crossovers, it was like 50-50, which one do I go for? So I went for the crossover more than the knee bend, and then I just fake it with my hip, but it keeps making me stick my bum out, so I'm sure Jason will
will be picking you up. So chat us through the team here and the abilities and how they're doing. Sharon.
This is really unfair from this point of view, because they're all our children. And we can't be critical. We're
Nice.
they're going out onto the stage for the first time, but they all bringing something really unique. I mean, Sharon, she's powerful and she's strong and she's very committed. There's a lot of her, but she'll be in the ice rink all day if she could.
Yeah, and how are you coping, Daniela?
I am so nervous.
Are you?
Yeah, I think everybody's the same. Everybody's waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning going, I can't remember my routine. I can't remember my programme. Everybody's the same. Everybody feels the fear, I think, because it's the fear of the unknown.
What did Simon say, Sunita?
Are you out of your mind? Very supportive. But he said he would come if I, and see, but he does.
So he's going to come down to the rink, is he?
Yeah.
Did he say if you get through to a certain level, if you
last.
What does that mean? Tana?
Terrified,
Are you?
nervous, but really excited. And I think I was most nervous, actually, one of the training sessions when Gordon brought the children to come and see. And I was so nervous because I had this awful feeling he was going to say, well, is that all? And you spent all this time on the rinks? And of course he didn't. They were all really excited. But it's probably the most terrifying thing I've ever done. I've never performed, can't really dance, and now I'm doing it on ice. Crazy.
I think it's so
Emily?
brave, all of you. I'm absolutely terrified. I'm still trying to get over the fact I'm on this morning, by the way.
Or this morning.
I'm still reeling from everything. Everything just gets weirder and weirder as it goes on, but I'm
that'll
so
continue.
excited as well. Can I ask the boys, Bobby, how are you dealing with the kind of spandex and all the sequins and stuff? Are you excited?
Trust you to ask me about that. I used to be an all-round athlete. I'm just all-round now. A lot of people say that you lose loads of weight. Some of the boys have said they've lost like a stone in weight. I've put it on. I can't understand it. I'm going to look hideous in spandex or whatever it's called.
No, you won't.
I will. I'm trying desperately to lose a little bit of weight, but I can't seem to lose any.
Maybe you're just building
it's
it in
just
muscle,
turning it into
yeah.
muscle.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Stick with that.
You know what you said? But I'm terrified. My legs went to jelly. We did a thing called show and tell where you show everyone your routine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I knew my routine, and I stood there and I was quite confident. As soon as just waiting for the music, and my legs just turned to jelly. It was a horrendous experience.
And obviously, Gary, you sort of have to... your partner relies on you very much as the male to do the lifting and all that sort of stuff. Does that worry you?
It does worry you, yeah. I mean, surprisingly, you know, you kind of get on with it and try and block out the fact you've got to lift them up and you're on ice. And
Let's face it, it's certainly easier for the girls. Definitely.
I mean, Maria's tiny. If I can't lift her, then I'm in trouble, you know. So I'll give it a good go.
I dropped my partner actually.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, and she, I'm sure you all have, but she started crying.
No way.
And I was so terrified. I actually went away into another room and started. I felt so awful. Yeah. So that just throws you.
I don't know how good the partners are at the moment.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
a secret?
No, I don't think it's a secret.
Oh, is it?
Who did you drop?
I'm with Susie. Poor Susie.
Okay.
That's a,
My partner's wife.
yeah, and he was there.
And he's
there. He came over me like
He's
this.
strong.
And Dr. Hillary, obviously, as a medical man, you are quite aware of the damage that can be done.
Very aware now, yeah. Thanks very much for reminding me. You know, I could be sitting behind my surgery desk and having a quiet time telling patients what to do, you know, they could do as I say rather than do as I do. But I thought this is a good example for people to get fit, learn a new skill. It's a great privilege to be taught by the best in a concentrated period of time.
Yeah.
And I feel really, really lucky to be part of the show because I'm making very slow progress, painfully slow progress, painful being the operative word. But, you know, hey-ho, it's great fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. Kieran, do you worry about Jason, what he's going to say?
Do you know what my biggest worry is? The fact that people from Hollyoaks, I find, dancing-wise, are really talented. Like, you've got Ricky Whittle, who did amazing on Strictly. Chris Fountain did amazing on this. So I feel like I've got this added pressure now that I have to be good.
Have you spoken to Chris about it?
A few times, but he's doing panto, so I've not, like, I wanted him to come to the ice rink and like train with me, but because he's busy, he's not had time yet. But I am going to get hold of him and get him to train. Yeah. I need help, basically.
He's not as really good, he's just being humble.
He's doing really well. And he's got the funniest laugh of everybody.
And Mikey's sitting there very quietly there.
I'm just terrified being here. It's just all hit me now that this is actually happening. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah.
What made you do it?
A number of reasons, I suppose. You know, it's a TV show that everybody loves, obviously, and my wife and kids and, you know, mother and etc. are all big fans of the show. And I suppose, you know, secretly at home, I always kind of thought I wouldn't mind having a go at that, you know. So when the opportunity came up, and I said it to my wife and kids, and of course they were like, "You got to do it, you got to do it," you know. So I said it to the other guys in the band as well, and they were, "Yeah, go ahead, do it." So that's why I'm here.
Well, it's also something that Stephen did.
That's right, yeah. Stephen was involved in it as well a couple of years ago, and yeah, it's good to do it for him too.
Good. And finally, sitting on the end there, we've got Danny. How are you feeling, Danny?
Scared. I'm not going to lie to you, Phil. I'm really scared. Yeah, it's just really, really nerve-wracking. As Mikey said, you watch it on TV, you think, I can do that. That's all right. And then you kind of put the skates on for the first time, and it's such hard work.
And had you skated? Did you go out on a rink and done that sort of thing?
If I dance in a club, I sound like I'm dancing to a different song.
Goodness me.
And you know, and I skated when I was probably skated twice when I was 14, 15 with my mates at the local rink, and that's all I've done. So yeah, my dad goes, "Don't worry about it, boy. You'll be all right, my little Billy Elliot." Cheers, Dad.